This is the week 6 war game project where we're displaying our mocha and chai unit tests. I'm actually on vacation on the Cape in a library trying to do this. I'm having a really hard time because it's counting each alert as a screen. So I had to run this in advance or else you wouldn't be able to see the alerts. So quickly, I'm just going to show you the alerts. We have whoever won, the player 1 total points, player 2 total points, and how many ties there were. And if you add them all up, you always get 26, which is half the deck. Here's another version of it. So you have 14 and 12 is 26. And this version also 9, 15, and 2 is 26. This is the unit tests. I had a little bit of a problem trying to come up with the failure tests. I was only able to do it for the test build deck. If anybody could give me some feedback as to what other tests I could have possibly come up with for this particular game, that would be great, because I just felt like all the variations were covered by the logic inside the methods. Over here we have our logic for the game. We have 2 different classes. The first one's the deck, which has an array of card objects, and then we have an array of suits. When you instantiate the deck, it builds the deck using these 2 for loops. It loops through the suits, and then 2 through 14. And if it's a joker, queen, king, or ace, it assigns those names to the character. Otherwise, it just assigns the value, which is the iteration of the loop. This right here is the card that's built after each time the loop finishes, and then it pushes the card object to the array of cards in the card deck, right? We have a shuffle deck. I used the Fisher-Yates method. I really wanted to use the Durstenfield shuffle, but I could not get this line to work. I had errors with these brackets on. When I took the brackets off, I didn't have an error, but it wasn't doing the shuffling. So if anybody knows what is wrong with this, that would be awesome, because I'd like to use this going forward if I have to shuffle again. Then I also have a players class, which has the total points for player 1, player 2, and the total ties. It has a method to compare the cards, and the compare cards will then call this method here to update the points in the player object. It also returns these different strings based on who won, so that I could validate it in the unit tests over here. The play game goes through the deck and it pops out each card, and then it does the compare card, passing in the values. I return the deck length just to prove that all the cards were played for the unit tests. It has a determine winner method, which will be displayed over in the alert. And the display winner, also, this is the actual alert text, and this calls the determine winner method to determine which winner to display. Then the main game logic is it instantiates the deck, it shuffles the deck, instantiates the players class, and then it plays the game, and then it displays this alert, which calls the determine winner. Over here we have our tests. I tried to include tests for each method, and again, I really had a tough time trying to come up with tests for should fail. I really only was able to do it right here for the deck build test. That is my game.